It's the business deal of the decade. To fight for it, Britain's entrepreneurial elite head for London.
Last year, I set up a global business, literally with nothing. I worked with 12 Nobel Peace Prize winners in over 100 countries. Don't tell me the sky's the limit if there are footprints on the moon.
I'm a doer. I'm a high achiever. I believe that I can be the champion thoroughbred that this process requires.
I'm best of breed within my industry. I've got plenty of charisma, and yeah, I'm not bad looking. I'm one of a kind.
Keen to kickstart a company, 16 potential business partners.
I've already proven myself in business. I've turned over £1 million from nothing. I'm a natural-born businessman.
My social life, my personal life don't mean anything to me. I live to work, that's all I do. I'm here to win.
I've been running a business for the last 5 years. I know how difficult this is. But underneath these glasses is a core of steel.
On offer, a £250,000 investment.
I take cutthroat and ruthless to a completely new level. The only focus for me is myself. I am cold and hard. I am unstoppable.
This is the big one now. This is going to change my life.
The fear of failure drives me every single day.
I'm confident that my business with Lord Sugar will make millions.
The money's on the table. The boss is in the boardroom.
It is not a job. I'm not looking for bloody salespeople. I'm looking for someone who's got a brain that's going to start a business with me.
Doing it the hard way, Lord Sugar went from market stall to market leader. Passionate about new money-spinning ventures, he's on the hunt for a winning business partner.
I'm talking about a £250,000 investment. If you go sitting in the office for 3 hours and do nothing, or 3 weeks or 3 months, I ain't going to be a very happy bunny.
Well, we can do it, Come on, let's go.
It'll be their plan.
Product, place, promotion, price.
Can you please just let me finish?
Susie, let's not argue about this.
Okay, fine. I won't explain my idea.
His money.
We are back in business here. We are back in business big time.
But to get it, a punishing selection process.
Everybody stop. We're not making any money here.
You should have walked this. You should have walked this.
16 potential business partners.
Yeah! You wouldn't even take a penny off. A penny?
12 tough weeks.
Every single one of you should have said, what is going on?
One life-changing opportunity.
This is a bunch of potential partners of mine. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
It's into business with The Apprentice.
You're fired. You're fired. I don't think I could go into business with you. You're fired.
(4 p.m) The boardroom.
You can go through to the boardroom now.
Good afternoon. Now, one of the most frequently asked questions of me is it possible in this day and age to start a business like you did back in 1967 with a small amount of money and some humble background? And the simple answer is yes, absolutely yes. You know, I am personally sick and tired of this moaning culture that we have out there at the moment, of people saying you can't do this and you can't do that, because you can. First of all, you need an idea. You need a product. You need a concept. You need a service. And then, of course, you need to put in some very, very hard work and you've got to have a lot of determination. That is what is needed to start a business, whether it's 1967 or whether it's 2011. So this process this time round is not about getting a six-figure salary job with me. In fact, it's going to be about you actually providing your own salary, because the winner of this process is going to go into business with me. I'm going to inject £250,000 worth of cash and value into a business, your business, right? And you're going to run it. And I say you're going to run it because don't expect me to be doing all the work, because I'm not looking for a sleeping partner, so to speak. Yeah? I'm not St. Alan, the patron saint of bloody losers. If things are going wrong, I'm going to put you back on the rails. And if things are going right, you're not going to get a pat on the back, you're going to be told to do it even better still. You can look at it as a bit of an uncivil partnership, so to speak. So here's what we're going to do. I want you to treat this first task as if it's your own business. You heard about the £250,000 investment. Well, I'm not going to throw that into the first task. What I am going to throw in is £250. You're going to be buying produce, adding value to it, selling it to the public, and the team that brings me back the biggest return on my £250 investment is going to win. One thing that doesn't change, on the losing team, one of you will be fired. The teams are going to be split boys versus girls. My trusted advisors here, Nick and Karen, will be following you all of the time and reporting back to me. I've worked with them for years. I trust everything they tell me. And here's something to note. This is an investment. I want some return on my money. I'll see you back in this boardroom in a day or so's time.
Tomorrow, starting from scratch, they must create a business.
Alex, Gavin.
And turn a profit on Lord Sugar's £250 investment.
Such a pleasure to meet you guys, finally.
You feel the nerves, you sweat.
But first, a chance to size up the competition.
What was going through your brain when everybody was in the waiting room?
Quietly confident, baby.
I was thinking, I'll have you all.
Yeah.
You know?
I run a global consultancy business.
I own my own business, selling glasses online.
I've already got my own business in construction, recruitment.
I have a business as well, in organic skincare.
I think people will underestimate me at first. I'm short, sweet and smiley, but when I do business, I mean business.
I'm not working for anyone else.
What do? I'm a sales manager, come sales director for, it's the shoes, isn't it? It's all about the shoes. For a software house.
I invented the world's first curved nail file, which means it gets a nice smooth edge.
I'm an inventor. I find gaps in the market. I bring products to those gaps.
It went from something I made in the kitchen to the shelves of major retailers in the UK and America.
I'm into HR, human resources, the people management side of things. So anything to do with people, that's definitely my bag.
I love challenging myself. I like stretching myself to the ultimate, and I seek out pain rather than pleasure.
Weak people in business are a waste of space, and a limp handshake is unforgivable.
I'm a humble accountant, really. Can't really say much more.
Oh, we all need you at some point in a way, don't we?
Well, yeah.
You could start your own accountancy practice, couldn't you, in effect?
Yeah, I'd rather not.
We're here.
Richmond upon Thames.
Oh my goodness me.
For the next 12 weeks, office and home.
I'm loving the decor.
It's fantastic.
Check it out.
Wow. A bit like my house.
This is really nice. Some kind of
So I'm suddenly in the girls' room. I feel like I should be... The last time I come in, I promise.
But there's work to do. First, the newly formed teams need names.
I had two suggestions: galvanised, obvious reasons, and platinum.
Mine was quite simple, venture, team venture.
Yeah.
Daring, bold, taking risks.
I'm swayed more towards team venture.
Venture.
I think venture.
Yeah.
Okay, go
great.
venture.
Okay, girls, welcome to Team Venture.
Take a
positive explain that to him.
I like the name of Ability.
Ability,
Ability is positive name. Team Ability. Doesn't it work?
I don't like ability.
You don't like it?
I can't explain why not.
It's very selfish and conceited, but I like the entrepreneur. It takes my name, gives the entrepreneur spirit.
Come on, let's stick to the...
Boys, sorry.
Right.
Logic. You know, a logical approach to things.
I like that.
Logic, I think. It's clean,
logic,
simple.
yeah.
I'm not in love with it, but I see the logic behind it.
Yeah.
Let's just do the vote, stop overcomplicating it and get on with it.
Who likes Ability?
All for logic, say I.
Yeah.
Aye.
Same.
Thank you.
Right,
Brilliant.
guys. Let's move on.
Next, elect a leader.
Project management is definitely what I do.
Business consultant Melody
I'm more than happy to take on the task.
versus executive assistant Helen.
I'd be exactly the same.
Round 2.
The business that I run, we actually manage projects for global organisations across 110 countries.
I'm experienced with managing large teams. I'm experienced with organising people.
We're going to do well. I know that for certain because we've got talents amongst us to win it.
Yeah.
Melody then.
Yeah. Are you happy with that?
Let's go. I can be project manager.
Done.
Melody's venture.
So I'm your teammate and we'll pass that around.
We are right by you.
As a leader, it's vital to inspire people. I was once trained by Al Gore and then I was personally taught by Desmond Tutu and Dalai Lama. And I work with an understanding that actually there is a purpose greater than myself. Okay, so the plan is definitely going to win it.
Yeah. I want to do it.
You'll do it.
For the boys, a lone volunteer, accountant Edward.
What are you going to bring to the table?
Yeah.
Just some rationale,
sure
just
plenty,
common
but-
sense, just some leadership. We're going to roll with the punches.
Has anyone else got a pitch as well?
No, basically, I'd rather know exactly what type of experience he's got. I don't want to just say yes and then come back and say, well, actually, we should have questioned him from day one. You know?
Do you want to be the leader?
I'm not saying I want to do it. But basically, I run my own business, you know.
If you want to lead it, you lead it, because I can't have you leading it and then
not,
ducking out when something hasn't worked.
You know, obviously, I'm here to win. You know, I'm not going to... I'm here to win every single task.
Yeah. Who's up for Gavin? Put your hand up if you want Gavin to lead. So we've got 2. So it's Edward.
All right, Ed.
Done.
Okay, let's make it.
Congratulations. I'm a wheeler dealer who accidentally became a finance professional, and I want out because I'm so much more than an accountant. I've given up a very strong position in a very good company to be partners with Lord Sugar, because that is what I'm after. That is what I want. My heart is going now. I've realised what I've done.
The teams must invest Lord Sugar's £250 in fresh fruit and veg.
I think that out of this money, we should use as little as possible.
I agree.
Then turn it into products
What about like segments of fruit covered in toffee or chocolate or something like
in
that?
time to sell on to London's hungry workers.
I think firstly we definitely need to have a breakfast product and a lunch product, because trust me, if you can say, can I offer you this for breakfast, this for lunch, they will buy from you.
Okay, so you've got fruit salad, yeah, which can be a breakfast thing, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
The vegetable pasta, let's think about that for lunch, okay?
I want to go on things that we are just going to be able to make efficiently, quickly, well, and my input is soup. And the reason I'll tell you why, because you can't get it wrong. They might not buy it again, but they're not going to be sick.
Sorry, lads, I've got a point. I've got a point to make.
As PM, I want to go with soup and some kind of juice. And
does anyone actually know how to make soup?
Not really.
No.
3:20 a.m.
People are saying, well, you need to work out margins and that, you know. Look, I ain't got time for it. I don't need to show off I can work out margins. I'm an accountant. Spend our 250 quid on produce, mash it up as quick as possible and sell it all. That's my vision for this task.
New Covent Garden Market. Packed with fresh produce at wholesale prices.
We want grapes, we want pineapple.
We're after large oranges. Anyone got oranges?
Is that an orange?
I don't know. Can we get a seller up here, please?
want to spend as little as possible. So, Edna, you need to be looking at costings. I'm going to literally give you the money.
If we want to catch breakfast peak time, we need to go soon.
We need to get moving.
Guys, keep moving. Come on.
For Ed's boys, tomato soup.
You know what? I ate tomatoes.
And orange juice.
Prices. The lowest I could do is £9.50. £9.50 a box.
It's too much.
17 boxes, 150 quid.
No, it's not a question of how much, 150 quid. They're £9.50 a box.
Why do we meet halfway? £9.25. What's that? 25p. Come on.
It's quite obvious. You're not in the business. You don't really know. So I'm trying to be helpful to you. £9.50 is the bottom line.
16 boxes, 9.50. You're on.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's done. Yeah. Well, do your ticket now.
Done.
Unable to squeeze the price, the boys take a big slice out of their budget, buying 1,400 oranges.
We're going to buy as cheap as we can. We're going to produce as much as we can, as quick as we can. Sales, I'm not concerned with right now. For me, this is just rolling with the punches, and I'd like my team to do the same.
Having made a heavy investment in juice,
We need to know how much we have to spend.
the account is depleted.
£40.
What's that
For everything that we need.
The soup.
For everything. So that includes all your ingredients.
Can I ask what you're spending on oranges then, in terms of
We've
percentage of
spent
the budget?
150.
We're going to spend everything.
God,
No, I'm just asking the question. Obviously,
we're maxing on oranges, yes.
Right,
You got
okay.
it. You worked it out.
Do that.
Although soup is harder to make.
Guys, you've had half an hour.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear negative.
No, it's not negative.
Let's get
It's
it
just
done.
a fact. It's not negative.
Yeah,
it's a fact.
fine. It's
Yeah,
a fact.
Not negative.
Yeah, here's a fact. We've got 10 minutes to get this sorted. So come on, move.
if I was PM, I would have had a structure in place by today. Everyone would have known exactly what they were doing. Everyone would have been completely informed of how much money they had. I would have done things a lot differently.
Come on. I want someone to say, yeah, we can make the soup.
Left with little choice, salesman Jim heads up the hunt for bargains.
If we were going to make tomato soup, what type of tomato would you recommend that we use?
Ripe, very ripe tomatoes.
So if I came up to you and I'd never met you and said, I'd like to buy some overripe tomatoes in boxes and I want to pay £3 a box, is there something to work with there?
If I have them, you're very welcome.
Do you have them?
No.
So we got berries here, we got berries here, yeah, we got berries there.
Menu for Melody's girls, a breakfast fruit salad.
We're going to be needing some pineapples, and we also want your grapes.
For lunch, it'll be vegetable pasta.
50 peppers, 50 courgettes, big happy smiles, asking for the prices.
You can't spend anything until you come to me for the money, yeah?
What's the best deal you can give us? We're running on a really low budget.
420. That's nice.
420 for how much?
For the box, 26.
Could you do £8 for 2 boxes? That would be amazing, and you would absolutely make our day. Okay, great.
Hold on a minute.
Okay.
Listen, this is going to get away because she's making decisions without kind of checking that out with me
That's
first.
cheaper.
Yeah, I know it's cheaper, but we haven't actually decided because
We need to go on.
I'm
We've
just
done a
trying to
deal.
hurry up the deal because.
Yeah, okay, let's get it and go. Thank you very much. So we'll take that for £8, 2 boxes.
You must be the boss.
Not quite. I've been given a very important task though. At the end of the day, I'm accountable for the purse strings, but other people are making the deals and other people are negotiating with the storeholders. So how am I possibly supposed to keep account and control of the finances?
Thank you so much. Bye.
We've got £84 left.
We'll all meet in the kitchen, start getting the fruit together to get them out onwards and upwards.
6:15 a.m.
I don't care, I'll do it.
Still no cheap tomatoes.
Give the lot, please, for £30.
£30?
Yeah, we'll take it all, we'll buy it all, we'll pay you cash now. We'll take a lot of this off your hands.
If I'm going to serve that, I'm doing you a favour.
Literally, I'll tell you what else I'm going to do for you. I'm going to give you £10 more, but what I need for that £10 more is a box of red peppers.
Box of red peppers?
6 onions. But I think you're happy enough for that, and there's 40 quid.
Yeah, go on then.
You're a good man. We are going to make soup like we have never made soup before, and we're going to be industrious.
I don't know why, because we've never made soup
quite
before.
literally, yeah.
And that's it.
Well, lads, this orange juice, remember it's a production line. It's not just, it's cut, squeeze, sieve, and into the bottle. You've got to think ahead, right?
I know, but we can ladle it in, whatever.
I know, it's best to think through these things now. Listen.
I don't know what equipment we've got, Glenn.
So let's speculate and just try and figure it out. Well, think of eventualities.
Ben, honestly, not all right. It's all right.
Dawn. London's workers pour in. For Melody's girls, the rush is on to catch the city's breakfast trade.
Be cutting like you've never cut in your life before.
Sorry. So guys, for £2 then, that's 5 pieces of each.
Melody, how many food pots?
But this is the thing. We are aiming for 500. I'm not sure whether we have enough stock for as many as we had planned. I'm not sure.
Less pineapple than that now. Like, start putting less stuff, because I'm worried now.
But space it out. Yeah, space it out. Take a couple out of each.
They were given £250 as an investment. Invest that money wisely to get the greatest return. They've spent just a little over half with actually quite a mean product, and I think their lack of adventure would cost them dear.
We had £91 left over. We had £250 to spare. We could still buy stuff right now.
It doesn't matter how much we've got left over. It matters about how much we're selling it for. Yeah?
We need to get the labels on so we can get out of the kitchen.
Just make a decision. Do you think we need to buy more stock? We budgeted for 500 pots. At the moment, we're looking at making about 300.
Costing lies with Edna, and Edna is saying we shouldn't buy more stock, okay? There's no point talking about it. Let's just get moving.
Right, Melody, you're taking with you 170 pots, yeah?
Okay, 170 pots.
Yeah.
8:20 a.m.
Right, guys, I want to be out here in 1.5 hours. We're going to just roll with the punches, yeah? We're just going to go at it, go like the clappers, yeah?
In charge of soup production, Jim.
Alex, you're happy enough with cutting the peppers, cutting the onions. Yeah, you guys are on tomatoes. They can't stick, they can't burn. Burnt soup ain't good, okay?
That going, mate.
What is it?
Appointed head juicer.
That's easy, mate.
Fast food marketing entrepreneur, Leon.
I'm sort of just like kicking back at the moment, squashing oranges to make the orange juice. It's not massive responsibility, but there's not really a great deal else I can get involved with. It's all down to the sales, and that's when my moment will come.
What's the rate on that? You getting through them?
Yeah, it's not making a lot.
You're holding them too long. That's far too long.
All right.
Yeah, get on with it.
All right, mate.
Just, I want to buzz them 5 seconds, no more than 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that enough? No.
Oh, no, you've left half of it.
Well, push it harder.
All right.
Just squeeze the balls out of it. Okay, no, don't burn the motor.
This one's fine. I think that's how you do this one. But this one I can't get to work.
Troublesome juicers junked.
Big one. What are we going to do with all these oranges?
Gonna be here all day.
It's back to basics.
There's 6 boys in there squeezing 1,400 oranges, and if they don't pick up their pace, not only have they missed the breakfast trade, they'll miss the lunch trade and the dinner trade.
God, my arms are aching already. We've got so many to get through, I might just squeeze them in.
Don't worry.
Look how many we've got.
We'll have it done in an hour. Just work faster, big boy, work faster.
We're not... We need to be selling.
Canary Wharf Shopping Centre.
Hello, madam. Can I interest you in fresh fruit?
The breakfast rush.
Hello, sir. Would you like some lovely fresh fruit? For you guys, I will do a special discount if you all buy one. How does that sound?
Starting to see a return on Lord Sugar's investment.
Do you want to? Just £2, yeah?
Melody, Susan, Felicity and Natasha.
Hi, guys. How you doing? You're good, are you? Okay. So can I tempt you in a pot? Maybe I can reduce it for you to £2.
Okay, I'll take one for £2.
One for £2. Fantastic. Thank you very much, sir.
If it cost us 33 pence to make these, it's a healthy profit margin.
Thank you. I really hope you enjoy it.
There you go, sir. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Breakfast is brisk.
This is so busy. You can see the footfall. There are thousands of people coming across here now, selling pastas and this. We can make more money.
But lunch is still in the kitchen.
Just tastes like uncut ragu. I don't think it's up to much. I think we'll do better on the fruit than we will do on the vegetable pasta. I just don't think we're going to sell as much, but I'm not from down these parts and apparently can sell them for £2.50. We've not much in them.
I hope we haven't left getting the pasta out too late.
100, 102.
11 a.m.
Where's PM, man? It's just about to peep out of him for the last 20 minutes. Hour PM.
104, 106, 108.
He's lost his head now, you know. To be honest, I'm a bit irritated about this missing the breakfast trade. PM, obviously, I don't know what he's caught up in doing, but someone's got to man up and sort this out. That has to be me. That has to be me.
Oh. Here we go. Pep talk.
We need to sort this out. We need to get selling now. We do not want to miss any lunchtime trade. Is everyone hearing me, yeah?
Yes, mate.
Good, good. You're gonna... I feel like I'm doing your job for you, mate. I'm running around shouting, telling people what to do and everything like that. You want me doing that? Let me do that. What are you washing stuff up for? Who cares?
Like, can you speak a bit more respect?
Maybe I'll diffuse the situation. Do you want to give me a hand over here?
Yes.
We don't need any control.
No, I know. It's just...
It's all right.
All right,
Don't waste
yeah,
time.
it's all good. Yeah, it's all good.
Guys, 5 minutes. I want a team out selling. We cannot wait for it.
That's good hearty soup there, boys.
So,
Good.
£2 for soup and £2 for orange juice. We need to leave.
Good, good.
Right.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Lunchtime.
We will send you 100 vegetable pastas and we're going to send you 100 fruit pots. At your location in Canary Wharf, yeah?
Job done.
All right. Good luck. Bye.
Both teams get a permanent pitch.
Look at this. It's gorgeous stuff.
Boys' choice, Liverpool Street.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are offering the freshest tomato soup you will find in the area and orange juice. It's going well. I'm selling a lot of orange juice. I really am. It's busy here, there's plenty of people. I think we're going to return Lord Sugar's investment and hopefully bump it up as best we can. Right, okay, we need another one. Yeah, coming up. Thank you very much, sir. Cheers.
Yeah, I'll take some juice.
Do you want one for later? So the £2 each.
Go on then.
So that's £4.
Targeting offices in the West End.
Mate.
Edward's juice team.
We cut them in half, squeeze, yeah? It's just that initial juice that comes out, no dregs. We just got the best bit.
Did it all today. Bottled it up ourselves. Enjoy your day.
Leading the charm offensive, sales manager Vincent.
I reckon Vincent. Pleased to meet you.
Meet you.
You all right?
I'm good, thank you.
I brought all these handsome men. They've made you all this beautiful juice.
Vincent thinks he's a ladies' man.
I don't know how many of you have had your 5 a day today. Yeah? But maybe you could do with an extra one, okay?
You know, he's gone right into the ladies, giving all the chat and all the flirting. And, you know, strangely enough, they seem to be quite impressed and they're buying from him.
You need to trust me here. It tastes beautiful. Happy with it all? Good. Done. Give us some good news, Jim.
We're a lean, mean selling machine.
We've sold £160.
Between us, we're 230,
Which means we're 20 quid to break even.
when you guys shift the next 20 quid, celebrate.
All profit there on in.
I think they're just selling. Give them a minute.
2:15 p.m.
Hey, I can't spell it all. Is it vegetable?
Euston.
Oh.
The girls push their pasta.
Go on, be my first sale. £2.50.
Would you like try our hot vegetable pasta? We made it ourselves this morning.
Not particularly.
All
Thanks
right,
for the
okay.
save.
Okay,
All right. No,
thank
thanks.
you.
The vegetable pasta is not going down well at all, mainly because we've missed the rush hour of lunchtime. And that's the problem, really. Now we've got to try and sell it as a meal for them to take home for tonight's tea, which is quite a struggle.
Oh my God, look how much we got.
At Canary Wharf,
Have you had some fresh fruit yet today? Oh, thank God I'm here.
Lord Sugar's investment is turning to profit.
See you later. Thank you very much.
I'm out of stock, guys.
But supplies are running low, and there's no sign of more.
I just need to know where the food is.
Has the stock not been sent yet?
Has the stock not been sent yet? No, they're still making it up as we speak. I'm trying to make sure that I'm giving you the right numbers.
To be honest, I'm quite disappointed because we needed the stock here sort of by 1 o'clock we were expecting.
This isn't good enough.
Melody, we're kind of going over old ground.
Melody, I'd like to
Continue selling because I'm actually selling. Melody! No, she can't hear me.
I've just called them and said, guys, you know when the food's arriving? It should have been here ages ago. They said we haven't sent it yet. We're still stocking it or something. They're still putting it in the boxes or something.
Oh my God.
I'm really disappointed. We need to go, guys, okay? So that's the plan, okay? So get everything together. Let's go.
1 hour left to sell.
We're on our way to Euston now.
You're on your way to Euston. Why?
Get the meal deal because it's the vegetable pasta and the... Lovely, thank you, sir.
The Liverpool Street liquid lunch flows on.
Who'd like to try some soup? Delicious.
Cold.
Would you like a hot one?
Fresh soup, only £1 with a roll.
Ladled out by estate agent Alex.
In a previous life, I used to run an ice cream stall when I was at university, so it's all about just being support in the kitchen, basically, making sure the guys have got what they need when they need it, and they can go out and do what they need to do, which is selling to the general public here. Come on, get your fresh tomato soup.
Alex has stayed in the van. He's enjoyed being in the van. Alex is a salesman. That's what he does. He works in property. I thought he'd be better.
We're like the green team coming to the rescue.
Yeah.
As Melody's sales team turns up, the price of pasta goes down.
Come on, guys, grab a veggie pasta for a quid.
Let's do £1 each, yeah? Thank you very much. Guys, you need to just keep putting this in boxes so we can sell it, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, just keep doing that.
That's fine. That's what we've been doing all day.
Anybody else for 50p pasta?
The project manager comes right at the end of the day, telling us what to do when we've been doing this quite efficiently all day long.
So would you like my last fresh tomato and red pepper soup?
Thank you, chaps. Enjoy.
It sells itself. There's no point me talking, just drink it.
We've got 2 left. Okay.
50p, everybody.
Fruit for £1, there's only 2 left. Thank you very much.
Trading is over.
Job well done.
Right, guys, absolutely fantastic. There's been so many things that could have knocked us, and I just said, you know what I said? I said roll with the punches.
Roll with the punches, mate. He said roll with the punches, didn't he?
I said every single time.
The boardroom awaits.
Orange juice just sold. Just sold.
Yeah, it did.
That is a viable business.
Somebody said, do you really think people are going to pay £2.50 for fruit salad?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
I
yeah.
do.
And they'll buy
they
many
did.
of them.
And they did.
Over and over and over and over again.
You can go through to the boardroom now.
Good evening.
Good evening, Lord Sugar.
I gave you £250 for each team, and I wanted you to come back and show me a return on my investment. So, gentlemen, team leader here was Edward, is that right?
Yes, Lord Sugar.
Right. You put yourself forward?
I did.
Anybody else?
I did say that I would be willing to do it, but basically he was very passionate about doing it. And
so you were straight in there, Edward, was you?
That's my character.
Right, but how did he turn out as a team leader then, gents?
He did lead well, but I just sometimes question the random decisions without any backing.
I like to be quite organised, quite know exactly how many ingredients, for example, we're going to buy before we get there, and so that's quite different to Ed, whose comment was, I'll work it out whilst we're in the cab on the way there.
Right. What was your products you chose to make?
Soups and juices.
soups and juices.
We went for those on the basis that they're just simple. You just get them and you blend them and then you sell them. And you got a good margin.
How much did you spend then? You spent all the money?
Spent all the money. First of all, I was after a number of oranges, between 1,000 and 1,500, and then it worked out about 40 quid left on tomatoes.
You were lucky Jim did a very good deal in the market and got all the ingredients that you needed for the soup for £40.
We were focused on what we had to do, and we did it well.
I handpicked Jim because I knew he was the man to lead the soup team.
Handpicked him?
I handpicked him.
Well, you knew he was a soup man?
Absolutely, proved me right.
As an accolade for you, you're a soup man. So when did you start to think about how much you're going to sell stuff for then?
Lord Sugar, my business plan, my strategy, different, very different. Bottom up, not top down, because I didn't know how many I was going to sell. I didn't want to speculate. I didn't know what I was going to sell it for. Didn't want to speculate.
But you must have had some idea.
When I was producing, that was production, and selling was going to take care of itself.
Cut the crap here. Listen, I'll ask you a simple bloody question. Have you worked out how much you're going to sell them for? Simple as that. I want a yes or no answer. No, I'm thinking about it. As we're squeezing, I'll be thinking about what price we're going to sell it for.
The sales price is something that we can change just like that.
This is completely wrong. What we did is we worked out... Let me explain to you, because I know how it works. Edward's not doing it right. We worked out...
Oh, Edward's not doing it
We worked out that we needed to sell a minimum of 250 juices to get your investment back.
Well, Ed, you were trained at one of the leading accountancy firms in the country, I believe. Is that right?
I don't fit the mould.
Beg your pardon?
I don't fit the mould.
I didn't ask you that question. I said you were trained by one of the leading accountancy companies in this country. Is that right?
Indeed.
So you would have had insight and vision into how companies are run because you audited them a couple of times, yeah?
It's all there.
I beg your pardon?
It's all there, all my experiences.
Can you stop talking to me in semaphore here? We're not sending each other text messages here. Just answer me properly, yeah? I don't understand what you mean by it's all there.
Yeah, so all my experience that I've had is all with me.
I've been told that your team name is Logic, right? Yeah. Not very appropriate. Good luck with that name. Now, ladies, who was the team leader?
I was Lord Sugar.
Melody, yeah?
Yes. I've always been the one who takes bold risks, and this was a bold one, and I took it.
Right. What's the team name?
Venture. It was my idea.
Yours also. So you're the team leader. Come up with the team name also, yeah?
It was voted the most popular.
Well, I've heard the melody. Now, let's hear from the chorus. Good team leader?
Yeah, I thought she was a really good team leader.
I definitely do have a style of leadership which takes into account other people's opinions. I think that's what made people think that I was a good leader.
What was your product?
We definitely wanted the fruit pots, and then we went for healthy pasta.
Did you have a game plan of how much you're going to sell, how much things should cost?
We worked out the finances along with the quantities. Edna, who's in charge of the finances.
Is that what you do, finance?
No.
She volunteered for that role, didn't you?
Well, I was volunteered, but I didn't shirk away from it.
You spent 170 quid, approximately?
Yeah.
Okay, and I gave you 250. Yeah.
We thought that if we kept costs down, we could increase the profit that we're making as well.
I did say, I've given you 250 quid, and I want you to go and spend it and bring me back loads of money. If I wanted you to go and spend 170, I would have given you 170. I mean, the whole point was I made an investment of 250. OK, look, let's get down to the figures, shall we? I'm going to start off with the gentleman. How much money was taken on the juices, Karen?
They took £339.20.
The soup?
The soup, £92.93.
So that's £432.13. And Nick, start with the vegetable pasta for the young ladies.
Yes. Well, that brought in £37.28.
All right. And the fruit salad for the ladies.
That's a flying £555.05.
Right. Well, ladies, there you are. £592 plays 432, so clearly you're home as the winners. And on £150 worth of purchasing, that's 3 times margin. It's a shame you didn't do 3 times margin on 250 quid. Very well done, ladies. You're going to go back to the house. I've laid on a champagne reception for you. Have a very, very nice time, and I'll see you on the next task. OK?
Thank you, Lord Sugar.
OK. You lot, you're going to be coming back in this boardroom tomorrow, and I've already expressed here that this is all about me trying to find someone who's going to be in a 50-50 partnership with me. I like to deal in simple, straightforward facts, OK?
Hi, great, thank you, brilliant. Thank you so much. Thank you. I decided to be project manager and we've won, and I'm really, really proud of every single person here because you worked damn hard.
Honestly, Melody, I just want to say thank you for leading the task and being a great project manager.
I feel that Melody's ability as a project manager has been a little bit exaggerated by the other team members. I honestly didn't think she was that brilliant.
Congratulations to Team Venture!
Team Venture!
He blew us out the water. Would you agree?
Yeah.
I think the problem lies really in the fact that we didn't produce enough orange juice.
Yeah. I don't know why that is, if it was because the juices didn't work.
People didn't pay attention to the details and it just ended up getting a bit chaotic. It was all a bit of a punt. I know I worked hard at it. Don't know about everyone else. They'll have to fight their own corner.
I will make it an excellent business partner with Lord Sugar, and I believe by just taking on task number 1, PM, I think I've shown that I'm not here to mess about.
You can go through to the boardroom now.
Afternoon, gentlemen. Edward, I remind you of your application form. One of the things that you wrote, if my team loses, I will blame the project manager. Your words.
I also then went on to say something else.
Well, what was it you said then?
I said, if I am the project manager, the gloves are coming off.
Right. Well, your starting point is you got £250, OK? If I've understood correctly, you decided your strategy as team leader was, what we'll do, lads, is we'll go and buy as much stuff as we can for as cheap as possible. And don't worry about the plan at the moment. We'll think about the plan as we go along.
I felt if I had the best plan in the world, but I couldn't lead the team, it was worthless. So therefore, my plan was simple. I wanted to go for a simple plan because I didn't want to micromanage. So I worked out that at 10p an orange, I'd be able to make 500 bottles.
All right. That's all going on in your head.
That's going on in my
Anybody
head.
else know about this?
There was a rough plan, a general plan, but there was never any details or figures. It just sort of grew as it went along. And
Sounds to me as though Ed kept it all into himself, because I didn't actually see one piece of paper with anything written down.
To be honest, it was a little bit disappointing. As a team, we knew nothing about it. We couldn't contribute to it. We couldn't give our feedback.
Did you know anything about any plan?
No.
No,
not at all.
No.
And you?
He kept a lot of things to himself. It was a need-to-know basis.
Man with a plan or not?
No, it was leave it with me. I know what we're doing with the oranges. What I need you to do, because I think you're soup man is to look after the soup team. I'm going to give you very little money. I need you to buy a lot. I need you to convert soup and go out and make sure you can shift it. I was very capable of doing that, but that's the extent of the information I was given. Lord Sugar, I believe, sir, the lack of planning during the process cost us very badly. I think actually the irony is Edward, he's trying incredibly hard to show that he's not an accountant, he's not the accounting model. And unfortunately, I think he left a lot of the good parts of the accountancy at the door when he came in.
That's the most sensible thing I've heard here today, actually.
Lord Sugar, I believe all I'm guilty of on this task was being too ambitious. I thought I was going to be bringing you £1,000, and I think you can see that I would have done had production.
Would have, could have, and should have.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, I know. If you had a plan and you had it in your head, it'd be good. It'd be good and share it with everyone.
I'm very happy to accept I made an error in that I underestimated the manpower needed to squeeze oranges.
Could you have sold more orange
Definitely.
juice?
A lot more.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
without a doubt. So the flaw was that you didn't make enough.
It was our lead product. That was what we wanted to sell more of.
If there had been more product there, I'm confident we would have shifted it.
I'll save you any pain trying to work this out. I've got some numbers for you. You bought 1,400 oranges, approximately. You could have made 470 bottles, okay? You actually made 156. So that tells me something went wrong in the manufacturing process.
Yes, we had 3 juices and all 3 electric juicers broke down.
Leon, you were the person working the electric machines which broke.
Maybe the engines had burnt out momentarily, like for a couple of hours, but it was the couple of hours that we couldn't afford to wait for them to cool down.
Well,
they were all out of order.
Clear that it was a case of mishandling the equipment.
Leon, your business is all about menus for restaurants, isn't it?
That's right, yeah.
That type of stuff. So you've got an idea and understanding of distribution of food and things like that.
Well, yeah, that's right. I understand the distribution side.
So what was you doing all day long?
Pressing the juices, getting them bottled up, labelled. I mean, I might not necessarily been in the limelight squashing the juices, but I was certainly there squashing the juices.
Alex, could you tell me what you did?
Yeah, absolutely. I ran the fixed unit at Liverpool Street Station.
You mean you was in the lorry?
I was in the lorry, so I was stocking it, making sure it looked good, serving the soup up, putting it in cups. I will tell you right now, I didn't sell as many as the other guys.
Well, you sold 9 units, basically.
Yeah, oh, that's fine, and I helped close other deals.
Not fine compared to other people that
Absolutely,
you know,
but people want to see the units looking clean, tidy, and that doesn't just appear by magic. You have to do that and make it happen.
Well, I can confirm I saw you cleaning and cutting bread.
Yes, because the bread had to be sold in portions to go
Yeah,
with the soup.
it's important to keep the van clean. Yeah, it's important to cut the bread. But everybody else sold, you didn't sell.
Back office then, was you?
If you want to look at it as back office, but had there been no back office, there'd have been no frontline sales.
Good place to hide.
Not really. Absolutely not.
Well, look, Edward, you are going to have to bring back 2 people into this boardroom that you think are responsible for the failure of this task.
The 2 people, Lord Sugar, that I'm going to be bringing back in are Gavin and Leon.
Right. The ones that have been let off, so to speak, here. Go back to the house.
Sorry, Lord Sugar.
You 3 go and step outside, and I'll call you back in a few minutes. Edward, he reminds me of a very slow internet line. You have sit and wait, and you see him ticking over. But on paper, look where he's been trained by one of the biggest firm of accountants in the world.
Well, he certainly hasn't accounted for himself very well, has he?
Gavin has been selected because Gavin challenged him right at the beginning to be the project manager, and Leon made a mistake with the juicers. But the bottom line is, Alan, you've got to own a business with one of these candidates 50-50.
Yeah, would you send the 3 of them in, please?
Lord Sugar will see you now.
Edward, I want to know why you brought Gavin into this boardroom.
Lord Sugar, I brought Gavin in because, first of all, It's kind of been said that he put himself forward as PM. I don't feel he ever really put himself forward. He just
did, didn't he?
No, I don't think he did.
He put himself forward?
Basically, I said I was willing to be project manager.
Very spinelessly.
Hang on, he just asked me a question. Can I answer the question? Is that okay? Basically, I'm a business manager. I've got my own business. I buy stock and I sell it. And I basically said, looking at my experience, I'd be willing to do project manager. And we took a vote on it.
The reason he wasn't voted was because he did it so sheepishly, no one could be inspired. As soon as I took the calculated risk of putting myself forward, no one else needed to.
Maybe because they're gutless and spineless, and normally...
And I've got a lot of guts.
OK, but he put himself forward.
He didn't really put himself forward. If he put himself forward,
did he put himself forward or not?
These were the two boys that...
Did he put himself forward or not?
I think his hand went up, yeah. I think Edward had made it... He was pretty cocksure that he was going for it. You know, he hadn't actually asked what anyone did in the business world before he put his hand up for project management.
I felt that
Is
Gavin...
it personal, then?
It's not personal.
You took an immediate dislike to Gavin?
I felt that Gavin was not a doer.
You say he's not a doer, but he sold the second highest number of units.
I did not have that feedback from Jim.
Well, you should have.
He just literally wanted to be the project manager, and he just couldn't do the job. He couldn't do the job at all. He just told everyone just to go away. Whenever you gave him feedback, just go away and get on with it. You know, it's just not constructive.
I'm not going to sit here and be made to feel that big.
Well, that's how big you are, because you were absolutely stupid on this task.
You know what? I had the guts to just take a team.
Well done, you had the guts. I'll give you that. You put yourself forward, and well done, but you didn't do anything else. You wanted to wear the hat, but you didn't fulfil the role.
Not only am I the youngest in the team,
well done,
I'm the shortest, I had the guts to get... I had a motley crew of young men, and I got them into a team. You did not get loads of negatives out of them. My job was to get a team together and to get you profit, which I did.
I'm getting some negatives now.
I got you profit.
But you lost the task. What's Leon doing here anyway?
Leon's here because I felt that we lost time in the kitchen. It's as simple as that. I haven't got exact numbers, but, you know, in terms of sales, I'd say he was at the weaker end of our team.
To me, at that point, it wasn't really about individual sales. I know that I can sell, I can sell. I've got my own business where I've had to sell. I've had to do everything like that.
Inspire me, Leon, because I'm looking for a business partner here.
Lord Sugar, let's go.
Inspire me.
Here we go.
Because at the moment, you've sat here for nearly a day and a half. You haven't opened your blooming mouth, really.
Agreed.
And now it's time.
OK, going back to sort of me as a person, I'm pretty passionate about everything I do. You can spot something, you realise that you can make money off it instantly. I've pretty much done that with the companies that I've owned, and proven quite a success in them.
So, if I had to ask you a point-blank question, who is responsible for the failure of this task, who would you say it is?
I would instantly say Edward. He doesn't have the entrepreneurial flair, the enthusiasm. He's an accountant.
A lot of people that end up as big bosses of companies are started out accountants.
I didn't know that.
I ain't got no problem against accountants.
Nor have I.
The only problem I got here on this task is that their accountancy skill wasn't used. Gavin, I don't know what you're doing here. You sold well, so quite frankly, I think you've done enough, as far as I'm concerned, to say that you're going to remain in this process. Okay?
Thank you, Lord Sugar.
Leon, I'm going to be perfectly blunt with you. I'm not very enthusiastic about you, to be honest. I haven't seen anything sparkling. You've got a business of your own. There is a production issue here, which is the main catalyst of what went wrong. We definitely didn't produce enough stuff. And the team leader is placing the blame with you on that. Edward, kind of admire your enthusiasm to take on the team leader's role, but clearly had no expertise here. You just felt you were going to do it all in your head. And Edward, one thing you need to learn in life is not to be ashamed of what you're best at doing.
I've got no shame in being an accountant, but I already was one. And that's why I think it's more important that I show I can lead.
But you can't. But you didn't.
I did lead.
You didn't.
I did lead.
You didn't.
The reason this room was so silent...
You know what I've done all my life? I've walked into factories throughout the world, and because I'm an expert in electronics, I look at something and I bang, see things that other people can't see. And here, basic, simple mathematics is what you do all day long for a day job. And yet, what you've done is you're saying, I don't want to use my accountancy skills. I want to show I can do something else. That's nonsense, man. That's nonsense. You said on your resume that I'm Lord Sugar's dream. You know, with the greatest respect, you've been a bit of a nightmare. And so, for that reason, Edward, I've got to say to you, you're fired. Just learn from this, Edward. There's no shame in you being an accountant. Don't ever run yourself down as far as that's concerned. Gentlemen, go back to the house. Okay.
At the end of the day, Lord Sugar, he didn't see what he wanted in me, and I can accept that. I'm only 25. The world is my oyster. Roll the punches.
So who do we think is going to be coming back?
Ed did put a bit of blame towards Leon about the juicing machine, so...
Do you think Leon's not coming back?
I got a feeling that might be the case.
Leon? I think...
I hope not.
Ed was trying to get across, like he was saying, I'm more than just an accountant, you know, and he was so passionate about it, and he was so involved, you know, he got very upset, and, you know, it wasn't nice, but obviously, when you're in that situation, you know, you've got to stand up for yourself. If you don't learn how to pipe up, you're going to go home.
We should raise a toast to Ed, though. I mean, it's the first one. To Ed, to Ed, to Ed.
15 candidates remain. Lord Sugar's search for his business partner has begun. Next time...
Your next task is all about technology. You're going global on this one.
The teams get creative.
Right, tally-ho!
In a 21st century task.
50 downloads already.
The battle for customers goes online.
There's just a basic issue of taste here.
Susie, I'm going to stop you now because... Susie, no.
You've lost. You shouldn't have lost this task. You're fired.